We have to keep working. With just about 15 minutes left into the program, the lines remain open at 465-2555. Now, Mr. James, we have been talking a lot about agriculture.
Yes.
And as I mentioned when the program first started, agriculture is important, and there are some challenges to agriculture. Now, climate change is a phenomenon that has been, it's a hot topic, let's put it like that.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And there are many persons who feel that the Caribbean region, of which we are a part, would be affected largely. So, can you tell us if we are seeing any effects of climate change in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis?
Climate change, as we rightly said, very topical, very much with us, even if you're not looking for changes, it's quite evident, and in fact, so much so that I would like to say to you that right now, in the agriculture sector, AICA is conducting a competition amongst our stakeholders, farmers in particular, asking them to document in writing what they have noticed, what impacts have come to their enterprise because of the climate change, and what they have done to mitigate it.
Okay, Mr. James, can you stick a pin for one moment while we go to the phone lines? Good afternoon, caller.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. James.
Good afternoon.
Mr. James?
Yes, hello, caller.
I would like to know what you're doing about the monkeys, especially for backyard gardeners. People who are accustomed to going outside, getting carrots, getting sweet potatoes, getting mangoes, getting herbs, and stuff like that. What are you doing about the monkeys?
Okay, thank you, caller, for your question. And
you.
I'm sure Mr. James is ready to answer that question, because you did mention about the monkeys and the wild pigs before.
Yes, and I think you assisted me, Jamiela, when you said that there are challenges, there are issues in agriculture, and there's some things that are easy to fix, and there's some things that are long term. And the monkey as a pest is one of the difficult sticking points. And although a lot is being done, a lot continues to be done, but sometimes it may not seem that way until you can get very impactful results. In fact, just before I came to this meeting, I spent the whole morning in a meeting that we were discussing and strategizing about dealing with monkeys. And I would say also, caller, that I'll say some general things before we get down to some of the practical things that we're doing. I am going to discuss the practical matters as well. But now I'm talking about some of the policy planning first, on the 6th of July, and I don't think I'm talking out of turn, this is going to go in the media at some point. So in the 6th of July, we're going to be having what you call a monkey summit. We're having a one-day symposium, as it were, to discuss monkeys in St. Kitts. We're looking at this historical information, the development of the species over the years, where they've come now, and the challenges we have and what we're doing about them. So on the 6th of July, there is that meeting at the Department of Agriculture. I may be wrong about the venue, we may change it, but I think the thoughts are towards there. But the date is correct, and we're going to be inviting so many different stakeholders, and if we get the sense that the whole of St. Kitts want to hear, maybe we'll just have to go live with it, because we know it's an issue for everyone. We're also getting in some overseas assistance. Some consultants are coming in from overseas during that same period. Again, the overall view is to assist us to add to our efforts and to compare what we're doing and to see how best we can really bring this, address this issue. Bearing in mind the problem for us, and some people in tourism and the residents, as the lady said, but also that some people in tourism and so on want them for petting and as a part of the ecosystem and so on. So it's not about eradicating them totally or anything like that. It's about the best balance, right? So work is being done there. Also, we engage in some of the research institutions. Some research institutions have information on control that have been done with other wild animals elsewhere, sometimes deers, monkeys too, sterilizing them, birth control, So we have been bringing a lot of different things onto bear. Now let me go to some of the very practical things which I believe the caller might very well want to hear about. We continue to trap. And let me say to you, caller, that later, well, let's say by next month, we have contracted a trapping group where we're going to be sending out persons just about island-wide to intensify the trapping, right? This is going to be mainly in the farming districts, though. Right, we're going to be really intensifying our trapping with the view of really reducing the numbers, and this initiative is going to start next month. So you're going to be seeing, well, if you're in the farming area, you're going to be seeing persons coming and setting traps in your districts. A lot of traps, at least 12 traps or more. But homeowners have a lot of issues as well, and while this program is not yet designed,
continue.
While this is not yet designed for homeowners, because this one, as I say, is in the farming districts, we continue to get a lot of complaints from homeowners that these things are also pestiferous to them. So we will also try to see how we can assist homeowners, and also try to encourage government to have a wider national program, right? Not just farmers, because they're not just impacting farmers. There is a whole range of entities that are really, as it were, under siege by monkeys. I mean, everybody, they come much closer to you. They take all kinds of things. They've grown accustomed to taking all kinds of things and eating and so on. So it is a big issue, and we continue to work at it. And but the thing is, until there's studies being done, we've done studies before, and we're going to do more studies to determine how many monkeys we have in St. Kitts and how many we need to take out, or what we need to do with them, whether we need to put them in a reserve, whether we need to put them in something like a theme park, so that there wouldn't be such a big problem.
Okay, let's go back to the phone lines. Good. We have a caller.
Hello.
Good afternoon. You are live on Working For You.
Good afternoon. You getting me?
Yes, we are hearing you.
Okay, Mr. James.
Yes, sir.
You have said a lot of things. A lot of things. The problem is big, but it can get bigger if you all don't do something practical. These studies and so you all doing, you all need to involve local people, Not, you said not farmers alone, but a lot of local people got ideas and information about these monkeys, As I gathered from the people of old, they planted fruit trees in the mountain, And because when the fruit trees start to bear, they had a variety, in fact a diversity of fruits the monkeys could rely on. Monkeys don't used to come down below the cane belt. Maybe it had to be an adverse situation up in the forest. And I learned recently too, you have about 2 or 3 different types of monkeys in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that recently.
Okay.
Because I'm talking with people who deal with monkeys, who shoot them and trap them and so forth. No.
Okay.
My thing is that I believe that there should be a pilot project. You could do it in any part of the island, especially in rural areas, where you could create some areas, not clear everything off the area, but and you clear intermittently, so you have other trees will keep the soil back up. Because we are not slow. And plant fruit trees. 3 years ago, you could have had some trees bearing now, and the monkeys would have fruits up there to eat. Somebody said in the agriculture department they're going to plant cane. Monkey does eat cane, but monkey only want a little bit of cane now and then. Monkey is not a real cane eating animal. Monkeys eat fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Fruit and vegetable, because they'll grabble out the thing, as they say in local terms. Grabble out your potatoes and your nuts and all of that. I've seen them done it. Because people my age, a little younger and older, everybody, all of us know about going in the mountain, and we had confrontation with monkeys all these years, a long time. They used to say traps. Some of the trap cut off the monkey hand or foot. I can't do a party catch. There are some metal traps.
Mm-hmm.
But so all that used to happen, and people used to eat monkey plenty. You had some forest rangers used to roam the forest, working for government and also for estates. So they used to shoot a lot of monkeys and so forth. But they used to roam the forest to prevent people from cutting wood for firewood, trees for firewood from certain areas. They allow them to cut, but it had to be areas where it were tolerated. So I think that some kind of, okay, for instance, look at, Mr. James, you ever go up there where, about Middle Island, Lambert's area where they have, where we used to call mango garden, you ever go up there?
Yeah. Yes, I have.
Okay. You see them all the mango trees up there?
Yeah.
Well, and other fruit trees
Rosy
too.
cheek and so.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But if up there, if that place was to be rehabilitated, and the bearing of the mangoes come back, the monkeys won't come down the area down in the villages because they got fruits up there. And that's what used to happen. He applies right around the island. And that's the same thing. You all need to do a pilot project, maybe get some aid from overseas, maybe US or United Nations, FAO, one of them there, and rehabilitate those areas where we used to call mango garden. And once these trees start bearing, I mean, you could see what the result would be. I mean, we never accustomed to monkeys. Right where I walk, do a little bit of work. Monkeys are coming here, they're looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
I just somehow feel monkeys don't go in somebody's house and take out a little child one day. The monkeys are very curious creatures, and they like to look on and see things. They'll be over you looking at you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen a lot with monkeys, but realistically, I believe you all should do a pilot project. Plant better breadfruit trees, mango trees, and whatever tree the thing would go fast. And even some that would go slower, or be slower, but they'll be there for the future. Then keep the monkeys up there. We need in my estimation, I don't believe we need nobody come and tell us how much monkey we have. We could control them ourselves by doing these things. That is what the plantocracy did.
Okay,
to control them.
I want to thank you for your contribution,
yes.
And I think some of some of his contributions will come out in this symposium, right, Mr. James?
Yes, but I think the caller was eavesdropping on our meeting this morning. It's about fruit trees, traps,
mm-hmm.
forest rangers, all of those things was stuff that we spoke about. So yeah, his ideas are on track, and it's things that came up, things that we continue to see as some of the solutions.
Okay, Mr. James, it has been a pleasure speaking with you this afternoon, and we are practically out of time. So, yes. So at this time, I'll invite you to give some closing remarks. I know you didn't touch on half of what you wanted to.
Yes, we didn't talk about new initiatives and so on, but it's okay. The farmer registration is, mm-hmm. if it's any one thing that we want to leave with our listening and viewing audience, is that we are at the Department of Agriculture, we are embarking at this time on having all the persons involved in productive agriculture, the production part, to have them registered. We're saying that registration will be done in the months of June and July. We want to encourage that we get all 500 plus persons registered between that period. Let me just quickly say in wrapping up that how we intend to do it is that we have a systematic way using your surnames, right? So that if someone has a surname between the letters of A to C, then we're encouraging them to come in and register on a Monday. We're trying to control the flow of traffic. If your surname is D right up to H, anywhere there in that range, we're asking that you're coming on a Tuesday, anytime Tuesday. Anytime we say it's like from 9 to 3, right? Then for Wednesdays, we want that most persons between the letters of I right up to N, that a Wednesday would be the ideal time for them. Next, O right up to T, then a Thursday. And for Friday, the rest, U right down to Z. This is a suggestion so as to control the flow of traffic, right? So we're looking at, on average, about 100 persons in that week span, right? So we're encouraging persons, please. It's a simple exercise. If we're really going to be business persons building the sector, let's begin by having a baseline set of information on who the persons are, what they're engaged in, and that kind of information can be used for other analyses, right? Not for any bad activities, but for building the sector. I mean, this is another initiative for us to be able to help to take the agriculture forward. I do hope that farmers could see the benefit in it, that they won't be skeptical about it, but that they would believe in it and buy into, and so that we'll be able to really advance our cause. I want to thank them for being with us this afternoon, and if you have additional questions, you can call the department and we'll be happy to assist you, and we look forward to seeing you for registration.
Mr. James, again, I want to thank you for being our guest this afternoon on Working For You. This has been another edition of Working For You, the weekly radio program by the government. Of course, the Government of National Unity is for the people and by the people. I am Jamiela McPhail, filling in for Lesroy Williams, who is on assignment. Just a quick reminder, Working For You is rebroadcast on Freedom FM and Vaughan Radio on Thursday mornings. Freedom FM is 7:30 a.m. and Vaughan Radio at 10 a.m.
Working For You, a weekly talk radio program which highlights developments of national interest and the activities of your St. Kitts Nevis government. Join host Lesroy Williams as he presents news, views, reports, and interviews about everything regarding the activities of the Team Unity government and the building of our communities and the development of St. Kitts Nevis. Tune in and call in to interact with your government and share your views regarding the upward forward development of your community and our beautiful Twin Island Federation. Working For You is weekly, every Wednesday live from 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. on ZIZ Radio, Win FM, and Sugar City FM with rebroadcast on participating stations. Working For You.